That's an experience I'm never forgetting. So, everything, everywhere, all at once. Yep, this film does have everything, everywhere, all at once. It's one of the most mind-blowing films I've ever seen. It really is. I had to take a lot in after just watching this. Plus, this film is also very special for one reason. This is the first time I've ever gotten to see a film from A24. So for those who don't know, A24 does a lot of smaller independent films, or they release a lot of small independent films, and from what I hear, they're phenomenal. And they're very consistent in their quality. I see a lot of people on social media, Twitter, Instagram, that heavily praise A24 for what they do. And after watching this, I don't blame them. Or I see why. It's just... Oh, man. So, like, this film has so much batshit insane scenes that people have to do when they use their jump pads and become different versions. Oh my gosh. And some of them, everyone was laughing their butts off. Or, to get around Kappa, they were all laughing their asses off in certain scenes when they use their jump portals. Or jump pads? I think it's jump pads. And they were just so out of nowhere. This film, it feels like it has everything in it. And yeah, everyone was just laughing it. You don't believe me? Look at this.
Okay, so this movie that we just watched, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, is a movie that's very emotionally charged. It's a movie that's very complicated and has a lot to do with multiverses and how somebody can navigate through them. I don't want to spoil too much for you, but it's a movie that gets into some really serious overtures, and I think that it fundamentally changed me. I need to take some time to really think about it, but if anybody who's watching this goes ahead and watches that movie, I'm sure you're in for a really good time.
So like Everything, Everywhere, All at Once is just a movie about multiverse, but kind of in a way that I've never seen it before. It was really funny, but definitely like mind-blowing. Like I'm still processing it, but it's really good. There's definitely parts where like it hits you in the feels, because like I think everybody in the theater started like crying at some point. So if you want to just sit and kind of get your mind blown, it's definitely the way to go.
Hi, I am a person who watched Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, and I can honestly say it feels like falling asleep to a dream and then waking up in the best, weirdest way possible. Guaranteed.
Plus, the experience watching this was also just amazing. And by the end of it, so many people, I feel like a lot of people were just hitting the feels during that last scene, or during one of the last moments. I turned around and I just saw people just sniffing, and they were crying. I could tell this film hits hard for a lot of people. Plus, the performances were just so right. Michelle Yeoh is just wonderful in the film. And the fight scenes she does, it's incredible. And the humorous lines she nails. Everyone else is. Some of them I don't know how to pronounce, but there are two others I can pronounce. James Hong, I didn't know he was in this film. I've only seen him in animated projects, like Professor Chang in Teen Titans and the Goose from Kung Fu Panda. But in here, he's good. Jamie Lee Curtis was also good in this film. Everyone in this film seemed to have like a kick-ass moment. And plus there were just some other scenes that were really good. I love the rocks. When the mother and daughter become rocks, and then I really like when they add goggly eyes later in the film. I also really like the goggly eyes. They're just so cool, man. Everything about this movie is so cool. Oh my gosh, I wish I could talk about it forever, but I can't. I've got a life to do. But this film did its job, and by the end of it, I was just feeling so many things. Like, I was feeling really pumped, like, oh, it just makes me want to keep going and going. It's so cool. But if you really want to see why so many people love this, instead of watching this video, just go watch it. I think you'll get a great experience out of this. I also forgot to mention, I love the uses of Claire de Lune in this. Hope to use Claire de Lune in one of my films sometime. But yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once is truly one of the most remarkable films I've seen this year. I don't think there are many films like this. It feels so unique.